What's good, y'all? Welcome back to our NHL 25 Washington Capitals franchise mode. In the last episode, we had the playoff series, and if you did miss that, I do suggest you go check it out. And yeah, pretty sour taste in my mouth still from that. Let's go ahead. Where do I look at the playoff tree? I think it's in maybe under here, stats. Yep. So, yeah, we got swept in the first round by the Pittsburgh Penguins after winning the President's Trophy in the regular season. And, yeah, just brutal playoff. Literally could not have gone worse. We did not win a single game, and our offense looked bad. Everything, the whole 9 yards there. Of course, we did look at the awards. We took home a lot of hardware this year for that great regular season. Quinn Hughes getting his like fifth North, I think it was, in his career. Eisterman getting an MVP. Um, which was actually his second. I thought this was his first, but I guess he had another one. Art Ross, of course, Rocket Richard, finally breaking Matthews' streak, which is, I mean, he's been the only reason that Iceman hasn't won any of the past 4 years because, or 5 years even, because Matthews is just a god in this game. So, but yeah, obviously after a 56 win season, go out in the first round in general, and then it being a sweep on top of that was just a brutal way to end last episode. But and that caused for some changes to be made. And unfortunately, we weren't able to keep um, one of our top defensemen. Of course, his name is slipping my mind right now. Let me go take a look. I kept forgetting his name in the last episode, too. I'll know it when yeah, Bergfist right here, Per Bergfist. Money talks. He wanted $8 million a year, down to 86. I mean, he's a solid defenseman for us. He was a plus 40 last year. Playoffs, though, he had them two big penalties, and I mean, like I said, he's been a solid player for us. Obviously, the plus minus um, might have had to do with our team success as well and playing with Cole Hudson, putting up all those points. But I mean, money talks, and unfortunately, we weren't able to pay him, and that caused for us to make potentially a franchise altering move here, as we actually picked up Landon DuPont from the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, DuPont is a career minus 169. The Vegas Golden Knights are pretty terrible. He just has not really had any offensive success in Vegas. I mean, in I think it's Everton or whatever that name is, whatever their team name is. I mean, he was great. He still went first overall, franchise potential. He's got a bunch of X factors, but I don't know. He's playing. It looked like he was playing top line minutes, 26 minutes a night. Maybe the last 2 years on the second pair, but I don't know. He just hasn't been able to do anything. Vegas has just sucked for the last decade, it seems. So only making 7.3 for the next 3 years. I am planning to play him on the top line with Hughes to try to, get him to break out there. Obviously, Quinn Hughes winding down on his career here. He's 34 years old. He's got 2 years left at 14 mil. Probably going to retire after that. I mean, maybe he takes one more contract, but already down to a 93 now. He's got that elite potential instead of franchise. So, yeah, I mean, he just won the Norris, so it's not like he sucks yet. But we're not going to have him forever. So Matejchuk, not a definite piece to our team for the next. I mean, he's only signed the next 3 years as well. So we're going to need that top defenseman of the future. Hopefully, DuPont can become that. We're going to try that experiment. I mean, obviously, looking at his stats, it's like, why would you trade for that guy? Like, it's not looking good. But, I mean, literal same case with Sven Shooting. First overall pick in 25. Um, Drafted by Philadelphia. I mean, he was getting better every year, 32 points, 53 points, 61 points, but for what he was drafted to be, just, hasn't really gotten to that level yet. And we paired him up with Cole Eiserman, who came off a 60-goal year with the Islanders, and these two have just been magic together on that top line. Um, yeah, I mean, this guy's been over a point per game player, 60, 70 assists guy, even had 87 assists here in 28-29, which I think was the year we won the Cup. No, it wasn't. It was 2031 or 30-31. That's right. But yeah, this past year, 85 assists, 115 points, a career high from there, plus 74. I mean, that top line was absolutely cooking last year. So hopefully, some more of that magic upcoming here. But yeah, defensively, we wanted to make that move, and to get Landon DuPont, it cost us another guy that we were another guy that needed to change the scenery, I should say, Gavin McKenna. 90 overall, down to a medium elite potential though. Just 44 points last year, -5. He just didn't do anything really. Obviously, in our cup run, he was a great 21 points. We signed him that contract. We're thinking like, man, this guy, like, he's gonna be a big part of our future. Couple of solid more seasons after that, but then like after last year, it's just like he's going in the wrong direction. We got so many forwards ahead of him right now, like he's not even gonna crack our top six. So if we go that first line, then you have Neiman and Leonard and Wallace, who pretty much has to play second line. He's an 87 overall. He's starting to grow. He had that breakout year last year, so we just don't have room for McKenna at all. He'd be a waste in that third line, making too much money, and we needed to help our defense regardless. So, and in that, I mean, these two is probably the best we're gonna do for right now. Anyway, we don't have any money. Uh, Honestly, Kachekov wasn't bad. I mean, he had a 913 in the regular season, which was great. Only an 898. However, though, I don't blame him for our playoff failures. I don't even think he played bad. It was just a couple of rough, like I think one rough game at the end. The one game they had a goal with like 30 seconds left, which messed up his percentage. But I do not blame him at all for what happened. Our offense was so shit, dude. Like we just did not score any goals. Um, it was fucking terrible. But yeah, so third line now we're looking at Joe Ginla, Lundin, and McMichael, which I am totally fine with. Even if McMichael ends up playing fourth line for us, still our captain. We got him signed for another 2.7 next 2 years. Just a solid guy to have in your bottom six, and the leader of our team, of course. And then you could argue we might want to sign a couple players. We got some young guys coming up. But one thing I do want to sign is a couple defensemen because our top four is pretty set in stone. But these two are a bit weaker for the bottom pair. So we're going to see if we can scoop up from some cheap players here. So let's go and take a look at defensemen to start. Of course, it'd be nice to get Lane Hudson to pair up the brothers, but not going to fit in our plans, and he wants 17 mils. So, yeah, not going to happen there. Affordable defenseman, there's not really anything. I mean, Mikey Anderson's an 81. He is 35 years old, though. He still does have top four, so it might not drop completely off. One bar, defensive pairing 3. I mean, I'd be willing to give him a shot. Just why not? I'd like to give him a 1-year deal, but he just straight up doesn't want that. So, 2-year deal it is, I guess. We'll just... let me make sure. Let's look at forwards first before I even do that. See who's out here. Letourneau, Paul Cotter. He's 34 years old at this point. Is there any, like, really old? Braden Point at 76 overall. Let's take a look here. 38 points last year, 53 the year before. I mean, he's just going to drop, though. I really don't. Matthew Strom's 69 overall at 35. Wow, I thought that was Elias Pettersson for a minute. I was going to say a big fall off. DJ Bustecker, shout out to Spirit. Haven't heard this name in a while. He's playing AHL well, that would have been real life. Yeah, 8 points in 23 games. So, yeah, there just isn't anything. I mean, we can just sign Braden Point just because, but there's no point. Ross Colton there as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with Mikey Anderson at that point. There really isn't anybody here. I'll just sign two-way guys. Oh, I'm sorry about right defense. That's why. Yeah, we'll give him a shot. Hopefully he just retires after a year, or I can just move him. So there's that. And then any two-way guys, is Muse a two-way? He's not. We still technically have $1 million, so we could if we wanted to, but I think he's an OFD, which for chemistry-wise wouldn't be bad, but there's only two-way guys. Two-way, Sealy's 79. So I'll just wait till the start of the season to sign any more players, that be forward or defense. Yeah, I don't see. I mean, we can maybe actually probably should sign some scouts. Our scouts have not been great the last couple years, and we're gearing towards a rebuild soon. I mean, it's gonna happen at some point. We'll sign this dude because why not? WHL we don't have any, so let's definitely sign that dude. USA we have a decent amount. Is there any more How many OHL guys? We got one. Let's sign him. Kane there, and then we're getting to the C mark, so we're gonna skip out on that. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's get. We still have Randall as our coach. I'm fine with that. I wouldn't want to fire a coach after we won the President's Trophy and got swept. I mean, the sweet part sucks. I don't know why they don't keep track of his. Yeah, actually, he's been our coach for a while. Yeah, he was our Stanley Cup winning coach. So I still have faith in him. I mean, obviously, if we just continue to lose in the playoffs, then a change might be made, which you could argue that's been happening. But, well, how much? What's his contract? Oh, yeah, he's good for this year, so there's no point in firing him. If we lose this year, then maybe we can decide to sign somebody else down the road. Um, but I just don't see a reason for that. Any dumb AI, like nobody signing their guys, doesn't look like it. I mean, this low elite Bannister, we could take it. Oh, he wants like a. Is 1.3 a two-way contract at this point? Nope, it's not. Okay. Yeah, there's just long shots. So they did all right there. Anyway, enough dicking around. We can just get to the season here. Not much we can do in terms of changing up the team. Besides, I mean, we can make a big trade again, but we made our big move. I just want to see it out with this core still. You know, we still should have a good cup window. I guess some of our RFA guys are accepting their deals now. I don't think we don't have anybody. Do we have anybody major for RFA right now? Take a look. RFA. Stapleton, that's right. I completely forgot about him. So, man, that is something. Okay. Stapleton, we don't have any money, my guy. We have absolutely no money. He only wants $3 million for a year. 3.8 that is. That's not bad. Is there any way we can clear up any money? I mean, do we have anybody getting overpaid here? No, if anything, we got great contracts. Even if we moved, yeah, we just. This is tough, man. I don't. So Stapleton, let's look at what he's looking like. He doesn't have like any trade value too. He's been solid. I mean, he had a good year in Hershey. He's just been playing bottom pair minutes mostly. Let me just even see what like the market for him is. Okay, nothing. Thank you, game, for. I mean, 22-year-old defenseman. Who would want that? Let's see. So like, where does his value? Do we have anybody that we can like trade for? We can bring back Rasmus Sandin for 7 mil. Let's just browse the league at their trade blocks here. Obviously, we've seen Sandin, Jack Drury. No. Honestly, I'm only looking for defensemen anyway, so let's just sort by that quickly. Anybody on the block? Moser. It's got to be somebody making no money, too, so that's it's got to be like a rookie almost. Brandstrom, no, I wouldn't even trade him for that anyway. Bernicki. All right, well, let's just get to the start of the season before we even... Let's just see what our lines are looking like, and then we'll make that decision there. But we're about a month away from it, getting to that point anyway. Might just have to trade him for some picks. I mean, not much I can do, man. We don't have any money. So that's what happens when you're a contender. Especially when you get late in this franchise modes like this, you're just strapped for cash. Yeah, they want to play. I mean, he is the center, but I mean, we haven't tried Shudin on the wing in a while. The only thing is, I don't. If it's not broke, don't fix it. We're doing that. McMichael, you're not gonna play second line. Caden Walsum to 88 though. That's good to see. He's still growing. He did earn elite edges over the year. Third line, this is perfect, and then fourth line they have these three, which I mean it isn't bad for what we got. Oh, Mateau there. I definitely want to play him. We're gonna take out Savoy and put Mateau in there as long as it doesn't. Oh yeah, +1 as well. Nice. Power forward, sniper, two-way forward. Okay, that's not bad. And then how's our defense looking? So automatically it puts Matejchuk and DuPont. I might just go the full OFDs there. Now these two together don't seem to play very well half the time, but I mean, we're just going to see what happens. They have Johansson here, 77. I mean, if we need to have one shit defenseman for the year, I guess it's not the end of the world. It'd be perfect if Stapleton could be in that bottom pair, but I doubt he's going to take $1 million. So, AHL, I'm not worried about. We don't have a lot of big prospects right now. I don't really care to sign a bunch of. Although I do want to see Ludwig Schudin play good. That would be nice. But he's gonna get shelled with all these fucking terrible players. I can give him these two, Free and Savoy. Give him a slight boost. Free and Savoy. So yeah, we're still looking. I mean, we're still going to be a playoff team, I would assume. That's got to be. I mean, we're still cup or bust, like no matter what. With that first line, like we pretty much have to be. Who's that one dude though that was like a low elite? Don't think it was any of these dudes. Top 6 forward. Janssen was a top 6, right? Okay, he's on the first line. That's good. Maybe he's still. Maybe I didn't even sign him yet. I don't think I did actually. He was like a 74 overall. Yeah, like I said, not too worried about the AHL plus. You're on the first line. That was nice. Like Michael is a lot better on the face-off. I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, we'll just take the L on that, I guess. Big 6'4" in front of the net would be nice though. Yeah, Lundin's kind of an interesting one. He can't skate for shit, which seems to be a common thing for made-up players. Which I assume he is. He's 22. He's 6'4", but his physicals aren't good. He's got good defense. I mean, he's a two-way forward. His shot is pretty decent. Puck skills are okay. So there's that. Hughes, he does still have medium elite, and DuPont still has franchise, so that's nice. Now I think what I want to do is actually play DuPont on the first pair. Yeah, the first power play, because I want him to. We're gonna try to grow him as much as we can. I mean, we've resurrected Schudin here. Might as well try to resurrect Landon DuPont, that is. So I think I'm going to run with this. I think this is usually how I have it. And then you could argue somebody else. Yeah, we got Hudson, Leonard, and then Lundin on the first, or on the power play. I like that. Oh no, we need Caden Wallace, though. Yep. Sorry, Lundin. I honestly might play Caden Wallace on the first pair instead of Niemanen, though. Try to give him as much ice time as possible. Help his growth as well. And that still is a +5. So yeah, we'll do that. And then 4-man, obviously we need. I'm gonna put Schudin at center. Still gonna run with DuPont on the first pair. And of course we need Cole Eiserman. And we'll just go Iginla. We'll put the first line on there with DuPont. And then Leonard Niemanen. Honestly, once again, I'm gonna give that to Caden Wallace. We're gonna see if he can get like a 30-goal season in him. Get 25. You can get it like by 60 points. I mean, if he's still around 50, that's good. But if you can get to like a 60-point player, that would be amazing for us. Penalty kill, honestly, I'll just whatever the game thinks is best. Although Lundin, I think, should play up more. And even this should be like the first pair almost. So let's get these guys up. Mateau can come down here, and Wallace can definitely come down here. I don't even know why he's out here. I mean, Mateau's also a sniper, but let me just put like Schudin in there for now. All right, line 1, McMichael with Niemanen as a +4. And Matejchuk. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Anderson DuPont. I like Lundin on the wing because his face-offs aren't great. So that's perfect. And then, yeah, these two don't fit. But does TJ Ginla fit? He does. Okay, perfect. It can be him and this guy, two-way forward. Does he fit too? Perfect. All right, there we go. So we figured that out. I said I wasn't even going to touch it, but kind of glad I fixed that. Okay, this doesn't need to happen. We'll put Lundin in there. I know he's not good on face-offs, but might as well give him some ice time. He's not getting power plays, so got to give him something. I'll just take the -2 there. And then 4-on-4, we got to make sure the duo is still intact. Again, I'm going to run DuPont. Try to give him as much ice time as possible. We're trying to grow him there. That's all good there. And Ginla does have the X factors, but we'll do that. Yeah, we'll run Lundin. Let's get the young guys in there. 3-on-3, same thing. Again, this shouldn't take too long to set up here. DuPont. And then we'll go Hughes. Those two together is fine. I'll just leave those two for the 3v3. That's fine. And then Cole Hudson. Perfect. Yeah, whatever's good there. All right, so cool. Now I don't think, like I said, well, how's our goalies looking, actually? I didn't even look at them. All right, they're both down 1. But I really don't have another option. Captaincy should be the same. Leonard and Hughes an A with the C on McMichael. Yep. Any jersey numbers I want to change? I don't think so. 13 for DuPont. Obviously can't wear 9. Can't give him 8. You know what, we'll give him 3. I think that looks a little bit better for a defenseman. All right, so I can check Stapleton. I doubt he. I mean, we don't have any money, I assume. Still, we didn't just magically. Okay, now we have 2.9, so there you go. But even then, I don't think he's down to 84 as well. Oh, okay, he actually might accept that, so we might actually be able to get him. 2 years, yeah, that's not gonna happen. All right, let's offer him 275. Get back to us. So we might actually be able to get to that. Yeah, we have a lot of like, yeah, Datsuk isn't signed. Who was that? I think his last name's like Yudes or something. It's like a low elite. Yeah, 76 and 19. Oh, okay. He actually is signed, but is he playing? He's OHL guy. Okay. But maybe he can rip it up there. He's been a point per game the last couple of years. All right, let's see if Stapleton will sign. Then we can slot him in. Randall. You know what the season goal is. Compete for the cup. Yep. That is exactly our goal. Okay. I wonder, actually, you know what? I'm surprised I haven't even done this yet. Let's see if I can get Shudin to learn center. On ice play. Position. Okay, it's risky for center. I guess because he's a winner. And he said no. Okay, you got it, buddy. Just might help the sim out a little bit if he's like a center, but... Anybody else I want to... I mean... I can try to go this guy left and right wing, but I'm not too worried about it. All right. Yeah, let's see if Stapleton accepts the offer. And he does. Okay, so we do nickel and dime Eric Stapleton, and he's back. So our defense is actually looking a lot better. Or it will once he's in here. Let's go ahead and just replace player. We can send Johansson down. And all right, they're at least an even, so that's fine. So yeah, we get about 7 overall increase there. Johansson goes down. Best lines in the AHL, and then we will get the season started here. There we go. And of course, trade deadline, if we're like looking as a contender, we can try to upgrade that 4th line. Hopefully, I mean, the biggest X factor, honestly, to me, is going to be the goaltending. Or if we can just outscore everyone possible, like literally just score 150 points again. But it's just, I don't know. Time is definitely running out because there's just money talks in this game. After a while, players asking for ridiculous amounts of money. Hard to keep your team intact. We're going to have to make some tough decisions coming up. And actually, speaking of that, let's take a look at our contract extensions. I know next year is kind of the bigger year because, yeah, all of that right there. But all these top guys, who's the biggest free agent? Stapleton still. Let me just look at expiring. Wow, absolutely. So we actually have pretty much everybody signed past next year. It's just, yeah, so we basically have, I mean, these are like the 2 years, man. These are like where we're at. So let's see the home opener and season opener for us going against the Calgary Calgary Flames, excuse me, as they take a W in their first game. Let's get an early test to see how the season's going to go. Here we go, first period. Okay, 3-2, not us. We start off the goal scoring with Niemann and Iginla, but then Rossi, Ruck, and Kopitz for them. They get 3 goals and 14 shots. Not a good start for Kochekov. Second period, wow, 6-4. Iginla again, Niemann again, Coe and Anderson. Ruck for them. Third period, we win at 7-4. Eiserman gets his first of the year on an empty netter. And, all right. Well, that honestly is like a perfect example of what this team is. All offense, no goaltending, pretty much. So, let's get the season started here. We'll see what kind of team we are. I'll send the first couple, about a month and a half or whatever this is, up to December, and we'll go from there. Yeah, like I said, pretty much 2 more years for this core. Quinn Hughes is probably either we're not gonna be able to re-sign him, or he's gonna retire. So there's that. I mean, he's been cornerstone, been our best defenseman forever now since we signed him. As we're off to a pretty good start here. So yeah, I mean, we're cup or bust at this point. Regular season is kind of just like as long as you get in the playoffs, and then when it comes to around June and July, that's when it matters. So I guess more June. July is free agency, but yeah, May and June, that's about where every game matters. So yep, as you expect, good start to the regular season for us. As we wind down on the games we're simming here, let's get to the last one against the Rangers. So 15-4-1 to start. We're in first in the Metro. Take a look at how the boys are doing individually. Stats. All right. So Eiserman, 16 goals in 20 games, 27 points. First line already off, plus 11, 13, and 14. Yeah, they're all over a point per game. Second line is doing solid. Wallace with 14, Leonard 15, Neiman in. Third line also doing solid. Yeah, forward group doing their job. Now the big thing, defense. There we go. Okay, Landon DuPont leading the team in points for defense. 13 points plus 8, plus 14 for Hughes with 11. Cole Hudson still chipping in there with 12. Yep. Okay, and then goaltending. Wow, they've actually both been great. 9-15 for Kochekov, even after that really shitty start to that first game. And Corona, 9-44 in 3 games. He's actually been quietly, really good for us. Considering how high scoring this league is, too. Like, this dude has actually been very solid. Even at 34 years old, it's only 3 games. Not going to freak out. But, yeah, there's that. Around the league, I thought that was Elias Pettersson for agency, and he's here leading the whole league in points. Bradley Nadeau. Before I even look at any of this, as Heisman is, top 5 there in points. Let's take a look at the Vegas Golden Knights. Okay, and Gavin McKenna is tied for the team lead in points, 18 and 22. So far, trade working out for both teams. Vegas actually looks like they're not doing bad. Yeah, they're 11, 8, and 3, looks like. So they're not absolutely terrible. They also have Shesterkin, former cap there. Let's take a look. I assume he's playing first line. McKenna is. Let's take a look at their lines. How's this center? Oh, they got him playing right wing. That's kind of dumb, but he's still got 20 points, 22 games. It was just that dude that I seen last episode that was going crazy. Yep. So it's McKenna, East Wozniak, and Wilson Hoffman. Kachuk is here, actually. How long has he been here? Oh, he's been in the last few years. Okay. So they got an interesting team. Josh Norris, Denisov, Casper's down here still. Defensively, Zellweger and Clark's a good top pair. I'll give them that. And yeah, Zellweger was killing it for them. Kiwi Haru, and then in net, we've seen they had Vigilante and Shesterkin. So, yeah, McKenna doing good for them. So, I'm happy for him. It just sucks that, I really thought he was going to be a big part of the team. I really did. Obviously, ripping it up in real life. If this was, more accurate, I think he'd be more like a 96 or something right now. He's literally killing it in Medicine Hat. So, but can't be too upset. He's not guaranteed to be good in the NHL either, so I guess we don't know yet. Let's just get up to the trade deadline, honestly. I think we're going to be fine. We're already first in our division. I don't have any reasons to make any line changes right now. So we'll just get to the deadline, see if we want to pick up anybody. Honestly, we might even steamroll through the whole season at this point. I mean, might as well start chucking these videos out. I will say, and this is probably the first time I've said this, probably after these 2 years where we have the core intact, I want to do like a finale live stream. It might take more than one, just because we have a. I want to get to the end of Iceman and Shooting's career to see their final stats and all that. Um, but I want to do a live stream or two, doing a big finale, and I might even just like have the AI be the GM and just kind of sim and see where Iceman and Shooting end up after a while. But we'll see what happens when that comes. Obviously, that's a couple episodes at least from now. We got this year, we got next year, and then we'll make the decision from there. But yeah, we're still killing it. 30, 10, and 3 so far. Halfway through January, we just beat the Islanders 9-2. Of course, that's who we got Iceman from. So appreciate you guys giving us our franchise goal scorer for this franchise. As we go into February here, we are still on fire. Looks like we're going to be in contention for the President's Trophy again, which you could take it as you will, whether that'll be a good or bad thing. Last year we won it and got swept immediately, so I am not even don't even care about the regular season at all at this point. I'm just cup or bust mode. 8-0 win against the Jets. I mean, it is cool to still see a dominant team. Uh, have a guy like Iceman who's been scoring 60, 70 goal seasons. Yeah, I'm not taking it for granted or nothing, but just where the team is at right now, we're cup or bust. So that's about it. As we're going to have over 40 wins as we get to the trade deadline here. The last couple of games against Utah and Toronto. And we win one, lose one. All right, so 42, 15, and 4 at the deadline. We are currently first in the NHL by a point, although we do have 2 games in hand with the Flames as well. So us, Calgary, and the Sabres. Good for Buffalo finally doing shit for once. Yeah, the clear top 3 teams right now as we are at the deadline here. And yeah, look at it. I was talking all that about Corona. I see at the bottom 895. So, but let's take a look at the point spread here. Wow. Okay. Tej Aginla, the leader in points here, 87 points. I am so glad we decided to keep him. He's actually got exact franchise, which is crazy. So well, not Iceman. He's got elite, doesn't he? Yeah. 87 points for Aginla. He leads the team, 31 goals at the deadline. Shudin has 55 assists, 82 points, or excuse me, 84 points. And Cole Iceman, 49 goals, 81 points. These guys are already above plus 50, so they just sim so well together. Second line, I think, cooled off a little bit, maybe about the same pace. Niemanen has 28 goals. So Wallace not getting the goals we wanted just because Niemanen's kind of taking a lot of them, but he's still going to have over 50 points, it looks like, so that is fine. Third line struggled a bit down the stretch, but not really much that can change there. And the fourth line, yeah, they need to. We need some forward help there on the back end. Defensively, Quinn Hughes. Wow. Okay. Yikes. Well, it's on. Okay, so Quinn Hughes, 57 points. Still, letting it be known he's our best defenseman, one of the best in the league. Hudson with 40. DuPont 36. He is a plus 30, so he's helping us win games. But and actually, that is a career high for him. So can't be too upset. Can't expect him to completely turn it around in 1 year and be, 70-point defenseman, especially with Quinn Hughes on the team. So yeah. I mean, if you can get up to like 45-ish or 40, at the very least 40, I mean, I'll be happy. So he's helping us win games. Maybe he gets that boost in the offseason. We'll see what happens there. And then in net, Kachukov, 908, solid for how high scoring the league is. Again, let's double check on McKenna. Yep, over a point per game. So he's having that breakout year now. So, yeah. You can make the argument for that trade, but it's early on. We'll see what happens in the playoffs at least. And, wow, our first line is leading the league in points. Next up is Matt Vaymichkov, 80 points in 60 games. So, yeah, our first line going to be they kind of compete with each other right now for the Hart and Art Ross Trophy. Wow, there's another Shudin. What the hell? Wait a minute. The family continues to grow. Oh, wait. I think we did see this guy before. Jorgen Shudin. Yeah, 91 points last year. So, yeah, definitely the brother of our guy Sven here. 2-year age gap. I want to take a look at our AHL team here. What's the age of Ludwig? He's 22. So yeah, he's the younger brother. 900 save percentage for him. Obviously, our AHL team kind of stinks, so that's fine. Janssen have a good year, so that's good to see. One of our better prospects, to be honest, which is not great, but we're a contender, so not too worried about it. But yeah, let's just hop right into the deadline here. We could use some extra forwards for the bottom 6, especially at least one for the fourth line because they're all like -10. So we definitely need some help there. Of course, not having a lot of money isn't going to help, but with there only being a few games left, it shouldn't matter too much. Let's see here. Let's go, guys, down here that are more affordable. Let's just see ASP, Dower Nielsen. Shane Wright would be like a big going all out type of acquisition there, but I don't even know if we would even be able to. Oh, clause protected. Never mind. Anyway, so there is that. Matthew Nyes, 2 years left though. I want just a rental. A rental for just this year. Nathan Villeneuve, power forward. Clayton Keller, but he's got 2 years left as well. Still putting up good numbers. Any big like veterans that are here? Like former star players. Funny, we got Stapleton on the block. Wow. I mean, he's only got 33 points, but it's it's Connor McDavid. I mean, what the hell? He's got no value to him. That's pretty crazy. The only thing is he's got 2 years left. God, he just had 80 points the year before. Is he just not getting minutes probably? Yeah, he's playing like third line, so I mean, he'd play like third line for us, so it's not like it's gonna change, but put him on the power play maybe. That is funny. Let's see here. Let's give up a forward. They can just have Ko as the oldest, so they can have him back. Watch him be able to salary. Yeah. So let's see if we can get them. If they can retain half, I will gladly trade for Connor McDavid here. And we can flip him next year. Well, actually, we have everybody signed past this year besides Stapleton. But if for some reason we do need to flip him, we still can. I just feel like we have to get McDavid, right? Like, we don't have their first or second round picks. Fourth seems. I mean, I'll even cheese it. A 5th round pick. If that goes, okay, yeah, they don't even want that shit. All right, they do want our picks next year. I don't know if that'll help. Nope. 4th round pick. Still no. A 4th and a 5th this year. God, oh wait, we're looking at oh, Utah did trade Keller though for forgot how to say his name, but they were both on the block for them. Okay, now they're saying about the salaries. Well, I can't really help that, guys. I'll give you Buffalo's 3rd. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I mean, the value, all these picks, I don't really give a shit about giving up. It's just I can't retain a lot back. Alright, if they don't accept this, I'll start. Okay. Let's just give the, we'll give another 4th in there, and then we'll try to take some dollars off, I guess. Usually, though, these teams, they don't want to, yeah, you guys have to retain most of it. I mean, geez, are we, like, right there? Yeah, they're not going to accept this, are they? Nope. Oh, I really want McDavid, dude. That'd be so fun. I really don't want to give up a prospect for him. I mean, low top 6. He's playing the AHL, though. Top 60, not signed. I mean, it's not going to change anything. At that point, might as well give up the 3rd round pick. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to work. Try the other 3rd, but yeah. Not going to work. It's just not in the play, not in the cards there. I mean, there's not anybody I can really trade. These guys are all making about the same anyway. Yeah, damn, that would have been so fun. If he was like really cheap and I didn't have to retain, then that would be perfect. But Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to pull that one off. Anybody else that doesn't have to be quite Connor McDavid, holy shit, but we can bring back Lexi Protas. That could be fun as well. Let's see. Dylan Larkin's also there. Okay, thanks. I hate that shit, dude. So annoying. Spencer Knight got traded. Wow, bunch of shit just got traded for a first and Sagan. Not Tyler Sagan, but some other dude. I've seen Dylan Larkin, but I think I've seen that he had like a decent contract. Yeah, $9.5 million. So that's not gonna work. Kyle Connor, same thing though. He's making a lot of money. I bet you these guys are still putting up numbers though, no matter their overall. He's playing like third, fourth line, so I can't really judge him there. And yeah, these guys are like getting no minutes anyway. Anybody else down here? We're starting to get to like 80 overall. DeBrincat, but he's making 10 mil. Alright, and they're doing this dumb shit anyway. Alright, let's try to get Protas, though. That'd be fun. He's an 82, so he's a bit of an upgrade regardless. Where's Protas? There he is. Let's do the fine trades first. A third and a fifth for Protas. Sure, I'll throw you in Co. Actually, I won't do that, so I won't fuck up my lines. I'll do that. I'll do that, Montreal. Brandon and Alexi Protas for the year. Helping out the forward group. Former Capital, so completely fine with me. He's having a great season in real life, too. Breakout year for him. Cats have been a lot of fun this year, obviously, with Ovi's chase. But even besides that, they've been a really good team. A lot of guys breaking out, having big seasons. And, yeah. But I think that's about it. I mean, it would have been nice to trade for McDavid. Maybe next year when he's on the 1 year. But it's still going to be hard with the retention. And we'll slot in Protas here. Hervinen on waivers. 80 overall. Good face-offs. He is signed. Is it a two-way contract? One way. Honestly, I can flip him if I need to. We'll claim him. And, let's see. So, let's go ahead and... He's got the worst fit. It is Co as well, so... how is... I'd have to call him up. Oh, he's under center? He does not play center, but okay. Maybe I guess his old team must have taught him how to do it or something. Yeah, he's actually got decent face-offs. Better than our center, too, which is funny. And he's got the best. We're going to put him at center. And then this dude can stay at left wing. I would still like to play this dude. 14 points, Mateau. Just because he's young. But, like, in the playoffs, if we need something different, we can try out Hervinen. He doesn't really fit in the fourth line anyway. Yeah, we'll just keep him scratched. Yeah, Protas back in the lineup. He's got his number 21 back. Maybe he can do something for us. Yeah, he's just kind of bounced around Montreal, Toronto. Yeah, so that's going to be our one move at the deadline. Honestly, let's just get the... yeah, Kachekov dropped a little bit too, so... It's alright. We still got the super line. So, honestly, let's just get to the end of the year. Do a season wrap-up, and then in the next episode, we will do the playoffs for, what is this, 2035? Yeah, that is insane. We're already 10 years into it. Well, not already, but we're 10 years into this. As a lot of times, when you come out of the trade deadline, you're going to have a big losing streak, or just have a shitty month, so we'll see what happens here, but after the first loss, we seem to recover there. But yeah, we're probably going to have like probably around 55 wins again. Somewhere around there. We'll probably get at least 50. So we're 11 points ahead of the Flyers, so most likely we're going to win the division. And we will play one of the wildcard teams. Right now I've seen the Hurricanes, the Penguins are in there. Can't see who's in the Atlantic race, but yeah, look at that. Tale of two games right there. 7-4 loss against the Islanders, 7-5 win against them. So we kind of live and die by the sword of our first line. That's kind of it. If they're not scoring, then or at least just our offense in general. If we're not scoring, then we're not going to win. As I say that, we win 2-1. So, yep, we got a few games left, couple weeks left, already over 50 wins. We have 111 points. Looks like we've clinched the conference. The Flames with 105, so looking like a potential. Yeah, Blackhawks at 100. Yeah, we're looking like we're going to win the President's Trophy once again. Flames at 109, though. They're knocking at the door. Honestly, if you guys want to win the Presidents, it's not against me. But they fall short there. Yep, so we do win the President's Trophy 2 years in a row. 55 wins, pretty much like almost identical record from last year. And yep, let's take a look at the stats. So TJ Ginla actually led the way with 109 points, 41 goals. Iserman, just a light 66 goals. I mean, these guys are all plus 60. It's just ridiculous, man. Iserman is up to 593 goals in his career. He is only 28 years old. He is just insane. He's had one season under 60 with us and only 2 in his career, which was his rookie year and actually the year we won the cup. He had 51 goals. Yeah, last 3 years he's been over 100 points. Just incredible. Let's just sort by forwards to start. Second line, they actually all reached over 60 points, so that is good to see. Like I said, Caden Wallace having that 60-point year. He continues to get better and better every year. You know, a bit of a drop off that year, but, you know, ever since last year's breakout season, he's just been getting better and better. Third line definitely struggled a bit. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. They kind of struggled a little bit. Could argue McMichael's a bit weaker of a third liner. Ginla didn't play too bad, though, but yeah, maybe I guess Lundin had the least amount of points, but yeah, hopefully they can grow though at least, and we'll figure something out. And then Protus, let's see how he did with us. Wow, not good at all. Okay, why does it say 84, 34, 35? He did not play all of those with us though. I don't know why it shows it like that. Definitely glitched out. Minus 11 though for him with us. Not a yeah, the fourth line just not able to figure it out. Didn't mean to go here, but goalies, Kachikov, a little over 900. Again, about the best we're going to get right now. That's decent. It's okay, but I don't know. I just could argue we might want to focus on that more than just our offense, but I'd rather just go all out on offense than kind of give up a little bit, get a better goaltender just for him to flounder in the playoffs regardless. So there is that. 72 points for Quinn Hughes, 48 for Hudson and DuPont. So actually, Landon DuPont had a great end of the season there. Big jump in his points, so that is good to see. If he can continue to grow too, that would be amazing. He still got his age 25 and 26 year to grow from his potential. Hopefully, he keeps that franchise. I kind of have a feeling he's going to drop down to elite though. Elite, excuse me. But we'll see in the offseason. This is going to be a big offseason for his development. Matejchuk, 27 points, plus 12. Solid on the second pair. And then the third pair, Stapleton and Anderson were great, plus 14 each. And then we already seen the goaltending. And let's take a look at Vegas. Yeah, McKenna, 87 points. There's that point per game season we've been waiting on. Too bad it was not with us, of course. I mean, I played him with Shudin and Iceman. He just didn't sim as well. Or those two didn't sim as well with him. So, I don't know. Not much I could have done there. The good thing is DuPont had a great end of the year, so hopefully we get some growth from him. In terms of the entire league, it is going to be TJ Ginla taking home the Art Ross Trophy and potentially the Hart. So it's going to be one of our guys, though, hopefully. They're all plus 60, so pick and choose who you want. The guy who had the most points, the guy who had 70 assists, or the guy who had 66 goals. Really up to you. So, and then defensively, it's pretty much a three-man race between Dobson, Perek, and Hughes. Looking like probably Perek or Hughes because of the plus-minus, and I would favor Perek because of his goals. So does he have a Norris yet? No, he doesn't have any trophies. So this is his big year, age 29. Wow, this is actually his breakout year. He has not really... Well, he had 65, and then he kind of just fell off forever. And... You know what I noticed? Like, he's a minus... Like, when these teams aren't good, like, their players really drop. Like, it really affects them. So, good to see him bounce back. Again, shout out to the Spirit. Levshinov could be in the running as well, 40 points, or excuse me, plus 40, 64 points, but I think you might as well give it to Hughes or Perek at that point. It's probably going to be Perek, which is fine. Hughes already has 5 Norrises. I'm not too upset about it either way. Yeah, he's already proven himself to be where he's at. For defensively, Kachukov did lead in wins. Save percentage among starters is going to be Ravensburgen with a 915. Daig with a 915 as well, of course. Yeah, of course, he had just wonderful numbers for all these teams. How about in the playoffs, though? Oh, wow. You had a 940 in 10 games, did you? Would have really, really appreciated that. You know, like, even in our cup year, you were terrible. We had to have the other. I forgot who we put in, but it wasn't you because you stunk. So, yeah, good for you, I guess. But could fucking care less, to be honest. Yeah, there is that. Is there anybody else I need to look at for, I guess, goal scoring? Yep, Eisman going to win the Rocket Richard again. So now that Matthews is, I don't know if he retired, but he's not nearly as good if he didn't. Can't remember. But, yeah, Eisman kind of taking over as the #1 goal scoring king now. I mean, it's just been literally because Matthews was in the league. I mean, $11 million in this market is a crazy contract. Like, what's Bedard making? I don't know if he signed a contract recently. 14.5, that's not bad for what he provides as well. But any big surprises? Matt Cordano with 99 points. There's only a few guys over 100, so scoring down a bit this year. There's that Shudin dude, 89 points. Is that Parasak still in the league? I remember him putting up numbers after we traded him. I can't remember where he's at. But shout out Michael Misa. Where did he go in this universe? Dallas. Wow, that would be crazy in real life. Fell to 11 though. That's not gonna happen. Parasak. Are you somewhere? Maybe he's not as good anymore. Probably old. It's probably really old now, actually. I'm not going to scroll too much longer. Let's just see if I can snipe him at the end. Oh, there's Matthews. 36 goals, 68 points. Is he still in Toronto? No, he's on the Islanders. Which he just went there this year. Wow, he had a big fall off. 57 goals last year, 103 points. Now he's got 68 and 82. So that is something. He's probably not playing top line, though. So, yeah, I can't even... Oh, the Camacho dude went to 67 points. Yeah, I don't know. Don't care to look at it too much. It's kind of just a little side note anyway. But yeah, so let's take a look at who our first round matchup is going to be for the next episode. Of course, the season is complete. Please don't be Pittsburgh. All right, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have Yaroslav Askarov. I see Kent Johnson over there as well, who is up there in scoring. Let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Lightning, of course. One of the best teams from the 2010s, of course. And the 2020s, actually. They got all their cups in that era, I should say. I should say the 2020s over the 2010s, but... so here we go. Shea, Johnson, and Ozzy Weisblatt, first line. Daze, Naslin, and Michelli. On the second, Pettinger, Nico Hischier at 36 years old, third line center. And Jonas Sue, and then Kyle Connor, Oscar Bach, and Ivan Miroshnichenko, former cap there. Was Connor on the Lightning? I think he was this year. Okay. Still 47 points on the fourth line, so he's making a lot of money, but he's still putting up points. Similar to, wow, this team is literally exactly like Pittsburgh. Palnachuk and Barron, top pair. Delmaster, Clevin, Andronov, and Warren. Did we have Andronov before? Am I thinking of it? Yeah, we did. Yep, former cap, Andronov there. And then in that, Yaroslav Askarov and Suchanek, or however you say that. So, yeah, I mean, a solid team. Obviously, they've got some weaknesses. I don't know why they're playing an 80 overall in the second line when they have an 89 here. And a weak defense. Like a decent forward course, a pretty bad defense, and a good goalie. That is exactly what Pittsburgh had. I'm pretty sure they had a good goalie, but that'd be the only thing different if they didn't. They didn't even make the playoffs this year. Vegas did. Wow. They completely turned it around then. So that's going to be an interesting storyline to watch for this series as it comes down to it here. That'll be the last like big storyline. Vegas finished ninth in the league. They had 98 points, 45, 29, and 8. So yeah, they were able to figure it out there with McKenna. So that's good for them. We're gonna monitor that trade as this franchise goes on. So yep, appreciate you guys checking out this one. In the next episode, we will get to the playoffs. Hopefully, we can have a better year than last year because my God, that shit was hard to watch. To put it simply, but yeah, like I said, appreciate you guys checking out this one, and as always, you guys take care.